then the lengthiest appropriated gradient age they are going to get. So 1 is sufficient for them to compensate 3 with the emergent students. That is how the program is designed. So now you can understand that every child is having their own course to learn. No common course. Yes, please.
Sorry. Ma'am, I am an emergent student of grade 5. But I will push to grade 3.
Yes.
And now I am in emergent grade 3 student. So now I am leaving 3 classes. And when I improve, I will straight away move to transition.
Stop there. Stop there. Stop there. Let me complete everything, because see, what I am explaining now is the learning journey starting. Where the learning journey starts. When they improve, I did not even talk about it. Slow down. Okay? Right. Did you understand till here? How the learning journey of each student will start?
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
So this is only the starting point. End point we haven't decided. It all depending upon the focus of the student. The time that they are spending on the platform. The much time that they spend on the platform, that kind of improvement that we can notice, because more number of passages they are doing, more practice they are doing. As long as they keep on practice, then definitely there will be some progress, right?
Yes.
At some point of time, every student will progress. Now I will come to you. Why I am showing the fingers here? Now you will understand. Okay. Now, for example, Anita, being a 5th class student, started her learning at 3rd standard, emergent student. Okay. So now, we being teachers, that we will feel bad. My class students are not having 8th class level reading skills. All of my students, either they have level down to 4th standard, 3rd standard, some might have gone even to level 1 also. But it is not the matter that where they have started their journey. It could be at level 1 also. But what decides their progress is the month-end test. Month-end test. So the whole content on the platform is divided into month. Month will have 4 weeks. Again, week is having 5 days when it comes to vocabulary. That is the structure of the syllabus. Okay. Each month will have 4 weeks. 4 weeks of vocab, 4 weeks of RCA. Without learning vocab, RCA passages will not be unlocked. Because that is the process of your classroom also. Like first you give the glossary.
Yes.
You will teach them the difficult word, hard words, and the keywords of the concept, and then you will go to the lesson, right? So the same process is observed here also. First the vocabulary part, learn it, complete it, and then go to the RCA part. Where RCA part, there will be passages where these vocabulary words were also used in that. Okay, so that is how the student is going to learn. Now, for example, Anita, being an emergent student, she learned all the 4 weeks. Now, there are different categories of the students, right?
Yes.
Some will be very serious at what they are doing. Very focused, very attentive, right? But some will be like, teacher is standing there, yeah, I have to do it. Otherwise, you will call my mama and unnecessary nonsense. So, I will do something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions, submit. Done. Isn't it? Some will be negligent. Some will be the real strugglers. Literally, they need help.
Yes.
Right? Now, for example, I will take that Anita is not a serious student. Maybe because of that only she landed over there. She didn't take the monthly test seriously. So she just attempted for the sake of attempting. If at all, she scored very less marks. That means emergent level of marks. I'll make you to understand clearly. Then there is a chance that platform will understand that, okay, Anita even doesn't have the skills of 3rd standard level. So it will take down to 2nd standard. Because already she is at the bottom of 3rd and she is not performing well. So automatically she will be level down. But if Anita has performed at average level, that means transitional level, she will be kept in the same level for another month. So platform will understand that, okay, she is doing, but she still needs a little more practice. So she will be kept in the same learning is allowed still. We don't expect that all of a sudden that we understood. We got a product like RCA and then every student is supposed to speak in only UK accent. Can it happen? No. It will take years. What we have started is only one baby step. Miles to go. So this is only a starting. So we are not discouraging the students by not accepting it, but highlighting and asking them to, chalo, start trying this. Maybe after 1 month, she may not be doing this kind of silly mistakes. It might be with a bigger word, maybe a 12-letter word, maybe a 7-letter word, right? That's again a better thing, no? So we are allowing them to listen to their mistakes and understand that where they are going wrong. Now these are the insertions. So what is the symbol? Will it not go? Blue highlight are the insertions. That means these words are exactly not there. But here see the tag. She might have pronounced it wrongly as a new word. That is why it is taken as an insertion. Like instead of they, she read it the. So they is the word provided there. She did not read it. That is why it underlined as highlighted as a missed word. She missed pronouncing they, but instead of that, she said the. So the is an insertion again. It is not that. She inserted. So in this way, it will go to check their recording clip that is provided by the student. And it will also provide the feedback on the key parameters also. Okay. Okay, till there, it is the part A. Now it is part B. Go ahead. I'm there.
Now I have corrected my errors. I have 10 words which I have mispronounced. Now I have learned how to pronounce it right. So will I read this or will I just learn and leave it there?
Okay. So as I said that the passages are grade appropriated and age appropriated, there is every chance that these kind of words will be repeated in the coming passages also.
I will not give this passage again.
No.
Once it's completed.
I'll talk about that also. If at all, it is a practice passage. Each practice passages, there are 3 attempts provided for the student because practice itself is saying that learn until you perfect yourself. So to get that 80%, there are 3 attempts provided to the students. So in these 3 attempts, you can keep correct yourself. So there might be some students after 3 attempts also, they may not get that 80%. Right? But even then, the highest score among these 3 attempts will be the test score and the student will be moved to the next passage. But in that case, you will get a reminder like notification, bell icon there, no? You will get a notification in your class, so-and-so student has moved to next passage, but he failed to acquire 80% in the previous passage. So that you will have an identification, okay, this child is a struggling child. And parent also will receive the same message. Your child has completed 3 attempts but could not achieve 80%. So personally you sit with him and understand like that. Okay. So there is a chance like that. But if it is a test passage, then you don't get it. Like baseline test and monthly test, they are the tests, examinations. Only one chance to prove yourself. So the mistakes are even highlighted so that you understand and you correct it. Next time, wherever that word repeats, you will not repeat the same mistake again. Okay. Now coming to comprehension. Comprehension, there will be 5 MCQs. But you might have a question that, ma'am, 5 MCQs, is it sufficient to test the comprehension of a child? But here on the RCA platform, these are not any random 5 MCQs. Each MCQ is tagged with a competency. Now, for example, for this particular passage, these are the competencies tagged with each question. So the first question is tagged with ability to say opposite words. Second one is ability to find rhyming words, identify plural words, and then ability to express the word meaning, understanding the central idea. Now these 5 are not constant. Again, they differ from age and grade. this is very lower level that we are looking at, maybe grade 1 level. That is why only opposites, meanings and all are there. But going forward, it will be like inferential questions, extrapolatory questions and all will be tagged here. So that will, these competencies are changed. Keep changing as per the age and as per the passage. Okay. So now if you just look at here, you can see that 3 towers are highlighted in violet color. 2 towers are highlighted in green color. Any guess that why it is so? Okay. Try. So if at all being a teacher, if you just look at this report, you can immediately understand that wherever there is a violet highlighted tower is there, the child is lagging behind in those competencies. That means the child has incorrectly answered these questions. Okay. Now if you just scroll it down, you can even see the entire answer sheet here. Click on show answers, then you can see the incorrect answer is highlighted in red color, correct answer is highlighted in green color. If any question is incorrectly answered, we will also provide the right answer for that question, because child needs to understand. Right? However, you give the key paper after giving the answer sheet in the same way. So in the same way, you can see all the 5 questions and answers here. So this is how the entire report of one test will be displayed like this. The student can have the access of the same report. Parent also can see the report like that. Teacher also can see the report like this. Now think, if every passage that the child is reading, if it is getting assessed in this way, if they are serious about it, what wonders will happen? So this passage, that whatever you have seen in the morning, may not be a matter for them. Okay? Having idea about what depth that the concept is having on the RCA, only I have designed that passage. So if they are seriously learning, then definitely they will be able to, at least 75 vocabulary should be done by the students. Isn't it? So this is how what happened again? Okay, now I know how to do it. Right. So this is how individual report happens. Now how the student learns. You want to see that?
Yes. Ma'am, before that, how many exams do I get? Ma'am, monthly I'm getting one test. To complete one grade of proficiency, how many tests do I get?
Okay. So again, that is depending upon the progression. So for example, you're a 5th class student and qualified at 5th class level only.
Yes.
Okay. But as a proficient student, then weekly, how many passages you will get? One passage. One passage. So monthly, 4 passages and 4 weeks of vocabulary. After that, if you did well in the monthly examination, you will be promoted to the next level. But in case, in the monthly test, if you did not well, then you might come down also. So there is no guarantee that through this level, this many tests you have to do. Everything again depending upon your performance only. The seriousness of the child.
So
okay.
Every attempt counts.
Every attempt counts. Every attempt counts. Right now, look at the reports. Oh, sorry. How can I go back here? Now, for example, if you log in with your teacher ID, you're going to have the reports like this. There are 3 tabs: class performance analytics, consolidated reports, and then the student performance. This will enable you to have whole class reports at one place. Now I don't want to start from the beginning because you will get confused. I will start from the back. Okay, so that it will make you easy. Now click over here. Now first of all, I'll show you one thing here. Now these are the 12 beautiful level names. Okay, the child will have only name and the badge. Whichever the level that they got qualified, they will have only the name and the badge. But Teacher should know now which level is that. So teacher will have the number and the badge. Parent also will have name and badge only, no number for parent, because we don't want the parent to come to know first class level, second class level and all. So this information is contained from parent and student also. But for teacher reports and admin reports, we provide this grade, number, level number, and then this thing. Okay, beautiful, no? Once they see the level and the badge, actually it will be beautifully decorated in the student ID. There will be a round color circle, and if they get proficient score, there will be gold color circle. If they get transitional score, there will be silver color circle. If they get emergent score, they will have bronze color circle. Yes. And also every word that the student is going to learn on the platform, there will be a coin provided for them. 3 different kinds of coins are there. Gold coin, silver coin, bronze coin. That is where we can see in the journey of the student actually. Right? Now you understood? These are the names. So it is provided here. If you click on this I, you can see the level names. Okay. No need to buy hard or no need to understand. Just enough to remember. Now look at this bar. This is the whole school. For example, see, we have 470 students on the platform. We have 470 students on the platform. That is the total. Now, among all these 470 students, these are the performance levels of the students. Now, this is the color indication provided here. Not started is gray. That means, among our 470 students, 62 students have not completed the proficiency baseline test. Not started means not started learning. What they have to do before learning starting? They have to complete the diagnostic test. How many diagnostic tests are there? 2 diagnostic tests are there. Okay. That means 62 students have not completed these 2 diagnostic tests. Easy to understand, right? Now coming to this green color. At class level, in our school, out of 470 students, only 75 students are at class level. That means 5th class student got qualified at 5th class itself. That means first time itself. First attempt of the proficiency itself, if they qualify, they will be grouped into at class level. Wash your face and come. Go. Okay. That is represented with green color. Okay. Now, you know that x-axis, y-axis, mathematics, right? Y-axis is like this and x-axis is like this. So, where they both meet, it will be 0, right? And you know that from 0, left side is negative, right side is positive. Same. So, 75, green is the 0 at class level. From here, the left side is negative. That means below class levels. 81 students are performing 1 level below. That means 4th class students, if they qualify, 1 time failed, 2nd time qualified. 1 time failed, 2nd time qualified. So they are all 81 students are there like that. 71 students performing at 2 levels below. Like Anita, 5th class student qualified at 3rd class, 2 times failed. Okay. So how many are there? 71 are there. But look at that 130. 3 and more levels below. 3 and more levels below. For example, 5th class student. If at all they qualify at 2nd class or 1st class, 3 and more levels below, we have major number, 130 students. In that 130 students, 50% we can filter. You know how? Maybe just because of lack of seriousness only they have arrived over there. They were simply taking the test. Like that they are reading and clicking A, B, C, D, submit. Isn't it? So this is something that we need to check. Now if we just go ahead, class-wise, section-wise, month-wise, you can see all the report like this. But being a teacher, whatever the classes you are dealing, you will get access to only those classes. This is admin login. This is my login. So I have access to all the classes. But teacher login, you will have only your classes access. So all the classes section wise, and again, how many students have completed in first class month 1? 42 students have completed month 1. One student entered into 19th month already. That means 43 students completed 1 month, because she did not come here without completion here now. Among 42, only one student is progressing every day. Rest of the 42 did not even start at month 2. Okay, as this is the live report, if any student entered into that particular month, only the month number will display here. For example, all the students have completed month 1. Everybody moved into month 2. Then automatically month 1 will become 0, because everybody completed. Everybody moved to the next level. Like that. Okay. So you can see class wise, month wise, section wise even. Now if you see here, there are some numbers at different months. You can ask me, ma'am, month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5 is not there. Yeah. How can a student end up in the month 5? That means currently there are no students performing in month 2, month 3, month 4. Either they have crossed those months, or still 28 students did not start at month 2. 28 students are still in month 1 only, na? They have to start month 2. So that is how we need to understand this.
Well, when I'm reading, do I have time limit?
Yes.
What if I'm a slow reader? I'm a good reader.
10 minutes time for part A, 10 minutes time for part B. 20 minutes time is there for each test.
Ma'am, that is for test. During my basic test also, when I'm not
for every test, the same time duration. For practice also 20 minutes time is there. For every test, time duration is same, because time is related to the length of the passage and the depth of the passage. So that cannot be changed. Okay? Right. Now this is the last tab. Student performance. Now look at here the violet color. This is the right side of the zero axis, positive side of the zero axis. Again, 15 students were one level above their level. That means 50th class students, if they entered into 6th class, it is one level above. 12 students are at 2 levels above. 24 students are 3 and more levels above than their class. So there is no limit for that. If you are keep performing, if you are doing well, the platform will keep promoting you to the next level. 12th is the last level.
So what if I reach 12? Maybe it's yes, or maybe I just want to wait.
Today whatever happened, it will happen like that. We'll test them physically, and if we feel that they are not having the certain levels, then we will restart their journey. Then they have to start from the beginning. So in this, I think 25% who are they saying that 50% students might restart. That after conclusion of valuation, marks and everything, then we have to provide the results to the school.
How is the offline test recorded? How did you take the test based on parameters?
We have recorded their voice reading, and then we have part B and part A also questionnaire we have given in the printed paper, and they have written the answers over there. But time is like 30 marks paper only we have given. 20 minutes time as usual. Okay, this you understood? Yes. Now coming back to the second one. Consolidated reports. Matlab, you will get the student wise report here. If at all you are dealing with only 2 classes or 3 classes, you can filter your class also here. Select your class, only your class report, that class reports also you can see here. Now I will only help you how to read these reports, how to understand these reports. Forget about the filters and everything. Okay. Now look at this report. Student name, we know. And then the class is 7A, 5A, 6A, 7A, 5A. Whatever it is highlighted like 122, 76, 91 are the roll numbers. Roll number can be any random number. So you need not worry about it. Now, how the platform starts with, what is the first test? Proficiency test. So learning path will be displayed only after completion of the proficiency test only. Learning path will be revealed only after the proficiency. That means this student, for example, Tanushri. Tanushri is a 7th A standard student, but due to her proficiency test report, she landed at level 1. This is the batch. She landed at level 1. That means how many times she failed? 6 times she failed the proficiency test. Could be out of negligence. Okay? And started her journey 91% means, that means proficient student. So now, irrespective of her class, her learning journey is level 1 proficient student. So this is the result of proficiency test. The score is the result of baseline test. That is how the journey is getting determined. So this is the starting point of her learning journey. It could be of her negligence, or it could be of literally that the student has no caliber of reading certain level of vocabulary. Then maybe whatever the result may be. But Tanushree learning journey will start from level 1 as a proficient student. Now that's good. After that, how many weeks are there? Every month? 4 weeks are there. You can say month 1, week 1. Month 1 vocabulary, month 1 RCA. Month 1, week 2, month 1, week 3, month 1, week 4. After that comes, this learning path is the result of monthly test. This is the result of monthly test. So month end test, wherever they are, based on that, either they will be promoted or kept in the same level, or maybe depromoted also. Okay? So that is how we need to understand. Now coming back to here. So she started her learning as a first standard proficient student. Now if you can see here, there should be score at vocabulary also, no? But you can see that there is no score. I have emptied my bottle. Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay, now see here. This student, Chitra, Devan Shaurya had a vocabulary score here. But for so many students, there is no vocabulary score. Why? When they are learning vocabulary, there should be vocabulary score also, no? Now look at the learning path they have started. This Shaurya has started at third level. But rest all of them, see this second level, first level. If you go back to first grade, all of them are in level 1 only. So the students, those who learn as level 1 and level 2, what is the right age of grade 1 and grade 2 students? 6 years or 7 years, isn't it? So as per the national and international standards, we should not test that age group students very frequently.
I have one burden, ma'am. Some parents want the grade 1 student, they just started now the school. But the parents is asking, why is my child not reading still? So I told that I don't have any magic power.
Yes.
But I can guarantee you there will be improvement.
Yes.
But I cannot guarantee that she can read.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it become a burden for me. How can I expect the parents' expectation? But if I have a burden only for that one, then I think I am teaching consistently. But if it becomes like that, I think that's not it. Judgmental, coming directly to the judgment point.
Okay.
But by seeing this point, I'm very happy.
Thank you so much.
That even the RCA is going very consistently and very patiently.
Yes.
That's how I have to do in my teaching with my children.
That's it.
Yeah.
So if at all you will get influenced by the parents' mindset, then all our thought process, all our objectives and everything will go in way.
It collapse.
Listen, take it to some extent and keep doing your good work. That's what I can suggest for you. So as I said that level 1 and level 2, we should not test them so frequently. That is why only one change here. For level 1 and level 2, vocabulary weekly test will not be there. That is why those who are learning in level 1 and level 2, you cannot see any score here. But level 3 and above, it is compulsory. That is the only change because of the age group. But what happened for the 7th class students also came to level 1? Because their level is also like that only, na? Even though they have grown as per their age, they have promoted class by class, but their real standard is that level only. So, however, we teach them in first standard, like sight words, word wheels, and all, naming words, action words, and all, in the same way the platform also designed. So, if 7th class, 8th class students also need to learn at that, from that stage, they will start learning from there how to make the 3-letter words, 4-letter words with the word wheels and all. Then slowly they will be promoted. Okay, so that is the difference. Rest, everyone will have the vocabulary score on. Now, if you observe here there is only one score. Here there are 2 scores. And going forward, this internet. Come on. Here you can see 3 scores are there. What is the difference? How can we understand if it is like this? Some students are having only 1 score. See, here, Ritikanan is having only 1 score. But the Saurya is having 3 scores. And again, Vemla Satvik is having only 2 scores. Why is that different? Okay, think. Refer your notes, you will get the answer there. How many passages are there for each category? What is the first category? Emergent. Okay. Now look at that starting point. Now this student started his journey. 3rd class it is good. But 3rd class has an emergent category. That is why we had 3 passages per week. Passage 1 scores, 2 scores, 3 scores. But look at this student. Started as a 2nd class level student. But as a proficient will have only 1 passage. That is why 1 score. Look at this Satvik. Started as first level. Such is a headache. Okay, so like that, the number of scores represent their journey. Emergent student or transitional student or proficient student. Okay, in that way the variation will be there. Now, what I want you to check is that, for example, look at this student. Vedashvi. Galipalli Vedashvi. Okay, what is her class? 5th A. Her class is 5th A. But where she started her learning journey? First standard, emergent student, only 20 marks. Next also you see 10 marks, 33 marks, 43 marks, 49 marks. But here she scored very well, 71%. That means transitional score. But again 25. And again 30, 31. But again she picked here. And what I have done again? Okay. Right? So this is something that we need to understand. How is this child in the classroom? Now I will open her report and I will show you. Okay. For example, I'll consider this test. You can click on any score, the complete report will appear like this. Click on any score. Now look at here. She read, but can I move this? Correct pronounced words are 12. Mispronounced words are 4. Missed words are 39. Missed words are 39. Do you think that she read the passage? She just pretended like picking one word from here and another word from here, and she completed her reading. Otherwise, 39 words this means in such a small passage, because she is performing as level 1 student now. Level 1 students, only small passage. In that, this many words she left. And how many she inserted. So, this is the pure online behavior of the student. She is not seriously doing it because so many months she was just focusing like that only, going on as an emergency student. 20 marks, 10 marks, 30 marks. Now, if we just scroll it down, look at the comprehension also. This also might be randomly answered. Clicking here and there. That means she knows the process of the test, right? She knows that she has to read, record and submit part A. Then she knows she has to answer all the comprehension questions and submit it. She has followed the process, but she was not mindful while reading. What is the use of consuming the data like this? Is it beneficial for the child? Is it beneficial to the student, the teacher or the parent or the school? No. If you have access to your reports, this is something that you can notice immediately. For example, this student might have already completed come on, load faster. Okay. Another whose report we are seeing? Vedasvi, right? Okay. See, look at here. And how many months she completed? See. See, same level. Till here. She took 25 months to correct herself. After consuming 25 months of data, then she promoted to the second level. If at all, being a teacher, we can see it in the first month itself and corrected her, guided her. She would have been already somewhere around 6th level or 5th level. So this is the importance of having the reports access. It doesn't mean that the child is literally backward. Maybe if at all she can read, but she is negligent. She don't want to read. She don't have the purpose. She don't understand the value of this. Even then also this can happen. But if we can guide them a little, then it is going to help them a lot. Now what I have done, I have just clicked on this filter, show week-wise comparison. It will go back. You can see all the week 1, week 2, week 3 like that. But you know that monthly test is the key test for us. So if you just select here, show month-wise comparison, you can see the progression of the student here. So for example here, what is that? Gukya, right? 9th standard student. Started as level 1 transitional. Second month he was there only. He got improved a bit. But going to proficient, all of a sudden 46% in the next month. Is there any possibility? That means literally he improved here. But why all of a sudden he has fallen here? Negligence. Look at this report. Comprehension completely gone. That's it. So if at all he was little serious, then already he reached proficient level there. So what is the next immediate upgrade? Moving into level 2. But instead of moving into level 2, he had gone back to level 1 emergent. Level 1 emergent. So this is how you can see the progress of the student. So simple one is that show month-wise comparison. You can understand all the students' progression like this. So many of the students, those who have gone first level, is not because that they don't know anything, but maybe because of their recklessness or carelessness. If you can just warn them a little after seeing the report, I have seen the report. Many of the students may not be aware of this simple thing that you are looking at their report. They think that they are going to lab, they are doing something. The teacher is not aware of it. They can go ahead with that. But if you just see their names in the class, I have seen your report. This is something that I have observed, and next time I'll observe your report after your lab period again. Then 50% of the students will get rid of. Don't you think so?
Yes, ma'am. They're like conscious.
Yeah, they'll become conscious. And also, if at all you can't access to the system always, download. With a single click of download, you will get it downloaded in the Excel format. Colors will not be there, but every score will be there. You can just tag it in your file or somewhere. You can keep it with you. Whenever you get fined, that last 1 minute or 2 minutes of your class, you can read their names and make them conscious about it. That's it. Okay? See that the download is going on.
Ma'am, can we pause for 5 minutes?
Please go ahead. What about your lunch?
We have that, but
Another 10 to 15 minutes, I'll close. Please take a break. Please take it. You also stand up, stretch yourself a bit.
We are fine.
Stand up, stretch yourself a bit. Use your restrooms, please. Drink some water.
I feel like our children are not understanding the beauty of this RCA. I feel like I am the student and I see the beauty of it. I really want to do now.
Thank you.
But I'm a teacher. So
You also can do it.
but I understand now because
Yes.
my son is asking me,
Mhm.
Mom, why I'm in level 5? I
Okay.
said, maybe we need to improve more. Your English is still in level
Which
5.
class is he now?
It's in grade 6 now.
Okay.
So they are first time doing this
Okay.
RCA. So I was not understanding how to explain him. But now I'm so happy that I
Now
joined
you
this. So
understood.
now I can guide him. You have to do that. But I feel that our students are not understanding the beauty of
So
this
is
RCA.
there any inbuilt mic here, sir? Inbuilt mic is there? Can we? No, not like that. If I want to take a test from here, this is connected to this one? Inbuilt mic. Okay, I'll try one. Okay, that's great, sir.
One very good thing is it's very transparent.
Yes.
Where are you? Are you negligent or are you missing out everything? If not, the children doesn't. But I feel like the student doesn't understand why he is in that
They
level and
need
why
a
he's
little
still there.
counseling because last year what we
Yes.
have done is that we wanted to show some result to the parents
Mhm.
because it was admission time and all. We have pushed the students to consume more.
Mhm.
But now as we have leisure time, we need to focus on the quality now.
Mhm. But it's good to know that I know too because I can guide what can I do in my class again.
Exactly.
Yes, what shall I input more?
Hmm.
What to be neglected, everything. Yeah. So
Once
it's
I'll show
nice.
you one student practice, then you can understand much better.
Mhm.
Welcome to Esha School of Knowledge, a place where learning begins and bright futures are created. Our digital classrooms make learning interactive and engaging. We have meticulously crafted an ecosystem where raw curiosity is refined into profound wisdom through interactive engagement and expert mentorship. Unlock new worlds and fuel your imagination. Our library inspires students to develop a love for reading. Our RCA program transforms reading from a basic skill into a powerful tool. We empower students to decode complex texts and engage on a meaningful level. Through EKSAQ Smart Learning, students practice concepts and strengthen their academic performance. It helps students practice concepts step by step. At Esha School of Knowledge, education goes beyond textbooks. Through classroom activities, songs, sports, and games, students build creativity, teamwork, and confidence. Admissions are now open. Join Esha School of Knowledge and give your child the foundation for a bright tomorrow.
But there might be cases that they might be taking more number of attempts. So based on that, they might be going level down. Now look at the numbers here. Some students out of the 60 were performing initially. I'm talking about the first starting point, not the current point. They have landed in 6th standard some, 5th class level some, 4th class level, 3rd class level, 2nd class level, and 1st class level as well, based on the proficiency test. Now you understood how the level down will happen. Okay. In that students, 6th class A, we have some students performing at level 1. How many are there? Under emergent category, 24 students are there. Major number, right? Under level 1, transitional category, 13 students are there. Which class students are these? 6th class students, right? And proficient category, 5 students are there. And then what is this U? U is unattempted. That means some children might have completed the proficiency test. But if we have, can you see here 4? 4 is under unattempted. What they have not attempted? Baseline test they have not attempted. Okay, proficiency test completed. Baseline test if they complete, the number will distribute into ATP. So these 4 students have not completed baseline test. That is why the 4 number is represented under unattempted. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ask your question.
Let's presume Kavita, student of grade 3, and I'm in EKSAQ, emerging.
Which level? Which level?
I'm in level 1.
Okay.
I'm really having difficulty. It's not my negligence. It can be one of the reasons. Negligence can be one of the reasons.
Yes.
But I'm not negligent.
Yeah.
I am having difficulty in reading.
Okay.
So the tool is helping me to give me multiple attempts and then evaluating me accordingly. How do I help the student? I know the result that I know Kavita is not performing.
Now, once this is done, I am going to show you the student journey. Hold on. How the student is going to learn and how the system is going to support. I will show that. This is only report session. Let's complete this. Okay? Right. So now did you understand?
Yes.
Now if at all I am this class teacher, my immediate attention will go to here. Alright, who are these 24 in my class has landed into level 4. But you can see that there are no names, no information provided here. It's quite simple. Click on this, any number, you will get the list of those students. Now after seeing this list, you can understand maybe that the Tanvish is a very good student. How come he landed into level 1 and that too emergent student? Now click on the eye icon. You can see the entire learning journey of this particular student with the bar graph representation.
Now is it the multiple attempts or the exam?
Yeah,
The bar
it is the exam.
Exam result.
Yes, exam report. Based on this course, you can see the towers over there. Okay. Right now, the student has completed so many months, but we are talking about the first month. We are talking about first month and trying to understand how this segregation will happen. So like this, if you touch on the number, you will get the list. If you want to look at any particular student's report, eye icon is the best. I will again show you the navigation from where we have landed there. Now from classroom performance, class performance analytics, taking a lot of time to load. Already we changed the internet, no? Yeah.
But it's a platform.
Platform will load low, but it's taking really much time. Sir. Yeah. Okay. Any number. So this 24 number we touched, and then we have gone to the list. From this list, if you want to look at any particular student report, I is the icon. You understood? So that is how this platform will provide you the information about your class.
I need one enhancement.
Please, sir.
Irrespective of how many months of practice they have done, I want to see the data as on current date. Because one student might have done 50 months, and another student at 6 months. Then it becomes difficult for me to analyze. But for me, most of the time, I need current data. Irrespective of how much practice they have done.
We'll try, sir.
Maybe they didn't consolidate report.
Yeah.
But not.
Give me a little time. I'll come back with you then. Okay. Now I have shown you only the initial starting. Okay. 6th class students taken proficiency test, and this is the data that we have. Now let me help you understand this. Now this is all 6th year only. But 6th year students, some are performing at level 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But not in the first month. See? First month all zeros. Even second month all zeros. So somewhere after learning few months of course, they have improved themselves. From there, as I told you, monthly test ETP wise, they have got promoted level by level, and you can see that some 6th class students even performing at 12th level. Okay. Initially, only below level classes only will happen. But after first month or second month onwards, we can see the progress of above class levels. Above class level is not permitted during the proficiency test. Either proficiency test will make the student to start at class level or below class level only. But above class level will happen after certain practice only. Clear about this? Okay? Right. So now we will log out from here. Can you give me one?
Is there a possibility that I'm a grade 6 student and I have, with my consistent performance, I've reached till 9. And then after reaching 9, I'm overconfident and I started ignoring my handwritten words and I have dropped my score.
You will level down automatically. I told you, no, it is just like snake and ladder.
I have to start from there.
As soon as, no, not from the beginning.
Like
You will slowly level down, level by level, you will be leveled down.
from 12 to 10 or 12, 11, 10, how much?
For example, 9th level. Till 9th level, you have progressed very well. So 9th level, you have started, like ignoring the maybe or something like that. You're casual. So for example, in 9th level, if you are like, as I said, that emergent transitional proficient. If you have not done being a proficient student, first step will be falling into the transitional of 9th standard. Second step will be falling into the emergent of 9th standard itself. Then the next month, if you are still performing in the same way, then you will be leveled down to 8. And in the level 8 also same progression again. Wherever you have started journey as an ETP student, same progression will happen. Not all of a sudden from 9th standard to 6th you will fall down, or not all of a sudden even to the immediate grade you won't fall. Based on the ETP bucket only, that level down also constantly will happen slowly. And in every bucket you have 4 weeks of learning journey again. So there is a chance that you will get serious and then stay there only and start performing again. That is where I feel that you should, being teachers, you should look at the reports now and then and warn the students, like, I have seen that your growth is now falling. Please focus. That's it. So,
Do I have, now that I haven't seen the module, do I have the option to skip the question and then come back to the last question and then repeat again to the first question?
You cannot skip, but to see all the 5 questions, if you have answered, you can come to previous questions, check the answers. Before submission, you can do everything.
I have to answer 5.
You have to answer. If you skip, you have seen in the report, no, unattempted questions.
Until you press submit,
Hold on. Once if I show you the student learning journey, you will have all this, clarity. First, let's break for lunch, ma. It is too late. I'm feeling literally bad for that. Huh? Please go for lunch. How much time it will take? Another 15-20 minutes. That's it. Not more than that I require.
We'll complete and leave. Again, we'll go back to the class.
Empty stomach will not allow you to focus more. Go for lunch. I'm there. No problem. Please go. I'll have. Thank you for asking. Yeah, when we are going to meet back again, you tell me and go. 220? 220. Yeah, break, sir.
Our digital classrooms make learning interactive and engaging. We have meticulously crafted an ecosystem where raw curiosity is refined into profound wisdom through interactive engagement and expert mentorship. Unlock new worlds and fuel your imagination. Our library inspires students to develop a love for reading. Our RCA program transforms reading from a basic skill into a powerful tool. We empower students to decode complex texts and engage on a meaningful level. Through EKSAQ Smart Learning, students practice concepts and strengthen their academic performance. It helps students practice concepts step by step. At Esha School of Knowledge, education goes beyond textbooks. Through classroom activities, songs, sports, and games, students build creativity, teamwork, and confidence. Admissions are now open. Join Esha School of Knowledge and give your child the foundation for a bright tomorrow.
So one passage reading and vocabulary I'll show. Today everything is running slow. Yeah, maybe. Okay, so let me take an ID. స్టార్ట్ చేశారు అప్పుడే ఇంకా అప్పుడే కాదు 5 minutes ఆగండి మీరు లైవ్ పెట్టి నన్ను టెన్షన్ పెట్టకండి cold water. We have taken years, ma'am, actually. This is not built in a day. We have 22 years of research made on this, and the software building took 2 to 3 years. Yeah.
Will be done in 20 minutes. But don't forget we have the project text. That is the most.
Have stopped. Not necessary, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, so this is a student login I have logged into, which is a demo login. It's not a real student that what usually we use for practice and all. So you know the proficiency test and everything. So once after all these things, the student has landed in Little All. Little All is grade 3. Little All is grade 3. I have shown you know the 12 levels, names and all. So for student, it will appear like this. Can you see any class or grade or any number there? No. So just there is a beautiful badge. I told you, no, gold ring, silver ring, bronze ring. In this green circle, it will be keep changing based on the ETP levels of the student. So this student has started learning as a little owl. Okay. Now, as a little owl, where is he? Reports. Every student will have the platform like this one and access to all these points. Now look at my reports. Okay. If they have done anything vocabulary, they can see the vocabulary reports here. How to do vocabulary and all I'll show, don't worry. Now if we click on this, you can see the weekly assessment reports of all the vocabulary tests the child has done. Why this child is getting vocabulary test? You remember? First level? Because he is qualified at third level. Level 1 and 2 will not get. Level 1 and 2 will not get. Okay? Right, like this you can see the comparative analysis of all the weekly tests done by the student also. Now if you want to go through any particular report, again eye icon is there. Just like earlier. Click on the eye icon, you can see the entire report of the vocabulary test, weekly vocabulary test. Show answer sheet, it will appear just like the RCA test report only. Okay, so this is how they are going to access the vocabulary report. Now if we have selected RCA, RCA will have two categories. One is RCA practice and another one is RCA test. Now what is RCA test and what is RCA practice, that we need to understand. RCA tests are only two. Baseline test and monthly test. Make a note of it. Baseline test and monthly test only. Right? So once baseline test only, monthly journey starts and every month and monthly test will be there. Rest all. As we have discussed here now, E will have 3 passages, T will have 2 passages and P will have 1 passage. They all comes under practice. So we have 2 categories of reports, we can see that. All the test reports can be viewed here. So far this child has completed 4 tests. Now if you just scroll it down, there will be information provided about the test. Which kind of test is this? This is a baseline test, that is a month-end test. Like that, you will have the complete detail, including the submitted time and date also. Including the submitted time and date also. Of course, this will give you a little glance, like you can understand that how the student is progressing. But if you want to look at the entire report, however I have shown earlier, just click on view report. Any report, if you just click on view report, it will appear part A, part B clearly with all these numbers here, and you can look at the report in this way. Right? So I will take one more practice test. So many practice tests were done by the students so far. Now if you just scroll it down, all the tests have the clear access again. Whichever the test result you want to see, you can just click on view report of the test. You will be able to see the entire report. Yes, ma'am. Practice only you have reattempt, 3 attempts. For test, there are no reattempts. For practice, every passage will have 3 attempts. Every passage. Of course, if you achieve 80% in the first attempt itself, you need not give the other 2 attempts. If you haven't achieved 80% only, you have to go for the second time, third time, and so on. Only practice will have 3 attempts. Test will have only 1 attempt, because examination we don't repeat, right? So in the same way. Clear till here? Now, as I told you that this platform follows the online game parameters to make the child, curious and come back here and practice again and again. So the first feature is that we have removed the class and grade, where the student will get, low spirit and demotivated. That is one thing. We have introduced it as a level. So every student will feel that, like in same class, some students will get little oval, some student will get clever curve, some student will get bumblebee brigade, but they don't know that they are in first level, second level, third level. So everybody think that, okay, I am in this level, to go to next level I have to perform well. That's it, right? So this is the first thing. Given a name and colorful badge to the every level. So by seeing this badge and the level name, obviously student will get excited, right? Yes, I got a badge and I got a level, something like this. Second thing is that achievements. Each word that they learn on the platform, we have provided coins. There are 3 types of coins that are provided. Gold coin, silver coin and bronze coins. Gold coin, it is not again here 80%. It is not on the performance. It is based on the number of attempts. I will show you. We have the word test, vocabulary pronunciation test. So in that, if the child is able to clear within 2 attempts, then the child will be awarded gold coin. If the child is able to clear the vocabulary test within 5 attempts, then the child will be awarded with silver coin. Beyond 5 attempts, any 100 attempts if the child takes also, in order to not to discourage the child, the bronze coin will be awarded. Okay, so that is one thing. Second achievement is the badges. All the assessments will be rewarded with the badges. Whether it is weekly test of vocabulary, RCA practice test or RCA test. Any test and every test will be awarded by a badge. Again I told you, in the badge, circle. Gold circle, silver circle, bronze circle. That is the variation in the badges also. Now if we just click on the achievement. Okay. Now here you can see badges and the coin. Now if you click on these coins, there is a filter that you can, come on. Okay. So you can select the filter here, whichever the month or the week that you want to see the achievements of the student, you can select it here. Based on that, the list will be provided. Let me try with another. Acha, sorry. I'm just looking there. Let me something like maybe the November to December. Week also you can select here. Second week I have selected randomly. You can select any combination. Then you can see all the words that was learned by the student, the word, the submitted date, along with the score, pronunciation score. 80% or 60%, 70% or 100%. And based on the number of attempts, you can see the coins here. Okay. So this is how you can see all the coins earned by the student for that particular period. But all the coins and all the this badges you can see in your login. How many total coins were earned by each student? How many total badges were earned by each student? Beside this symbol, on the top of it, you can see the number. 23 gold coins, 48 silver coins, like that number will appear in your login. I will show you that also. Yes.
Ma'am, you have, like before when we discussed, we saw teacher log, right?
Not teacher login, admin login. Same reports as teacher also. Yes.
Teacher where I can see how Kavita is performing, where Kavita has lost, where she gained marks, how she scored for this month, right? That is teacher's access. Where student does know few details. Only teacher has access.
Yes.
If I'm a parent, and as you mentioned, parents have access to, they can check how my kid is performing. So, what is my view as a parent now? What I can see?
Okay. So, parent will be provided a different login because student login cannot be used for parent. Because student login, we have the concept, course is there. If the student get access, parent get access to the course, then it will be again manipulated. So, parent also will have similar kind of interface. Here, instead of my course, they will be having dashboard, the details of their student, that's it. That is the only change. Reports and achievements, everything same as a student. Just now, however, we are able to open the report, everything that they can see. They can see all the reports, they can see all the achievements also. Only thing that they cannot see is that the class details.
So they can actually help their kids, like where they have lost.
If at all the mother or the parent are educated, then they can review the reports sitting with the student and they can guide them. They can guide them. They can make them to listen to the mispronounced words as highlighted and they can rectify the mistakes, but cannot view the course. Okay? Yeah, that's it. Only the report. However, we have seen that highlighted words, they can click on the word, they can listen to the correct pronunciation, they can keep practicing a number of times like that. Those things can be encouraged. Done? Okay, coming back to my courses now. So, this journey has two parts, vocabulary and then the RCA part. Okay, so this will be unlocked only after baseline test. Till baseline test, there is no information here, nothing will be there. Once after the proficiency test is clear, this will appear. After baseline test, these two will appear. Now to understand this student, he started vocabulary. He completed 37 lessons out of 150 lessons of vocabulary, words. Okay. But when it comes to go to RCA, out of 8 passages, 1 passage is completed. It's a simple calculation. 8 passages means weekly 2. 4 2s are 8. So he is a transitional student. That is why 8 passages. So this course is only about 1 month, 4 weeks course. So this child is going to learn in this current month 150 vocabulary words and then 8 passages. That is our understanding. Clear? What happens is that, for example, children have done proficiency test, baseline test, they get habituated to RCA. So immediately they will go here and click, I will do RCA because I know how to do passage. But it will not unlock. Because there will be a red line notification that saying that learn the vocabulary related to this passage and then come back. So we have designed it in such a way because earlier we have not done that locking system. So we found that no student is learning vocabulary. Just silently they are coming to RCA and they are doing something and then leaving. So the whole purpose behind this learning process was not met. So we have linked this in this way. Now coming to vocabulary. Okay. Now if I click view details, the interface will be different when it comes to first and two. First and two, it will not be like this. If you want, I can show one. Otherwise, you can just visit lab and you can see all the different levels playing over there.
Actually,
now,
you can practice also. Last year we gave logins for teachers.
Yes.
And I don't think you guys need it, but you can practice. That will improve your really competence now.
I can give a login. Okay, right. Now, how this vocabulary is placed and designed first. Forget about the words. Don't look at the words now. There are two methods of teaching vocabulary. You are English teachers. You should teach me now. So the first method, what I understand is that the dictionary method. Usually we follow that only. In the classroom, we give word and the meaning. And we'll ask the student to learn it. Some good teachers even ask that in the weekends that they'll give a bunch of words and find the meanings from the dictionary and then comment. But English being a foreign language and a beautiful language, it has so many meanings per word. Some words, even they are having 68 meanings also. Then somewhere it is concluding like that, again we are taking the student towards the rote learning. Learn without understanding the word and the meaning. Like however I have learned in my schooling. I forgot it after a while, right? By pressure I have learned it. So we felt that that's not the right way to teach the word and the meaning because we didn't learn our mother tongue like that. Did we learn with the dictionary method? Word, this is the word, this is the meaning like that? No. We have learned in the contextual understanding method. We understood the word based on the situation, based on the scenario that was provided or created. That is the right method to learn. So here on the RCA platform also, we follow the contextual understanding method. Okay, that is why we give the word meaning along with examples also, so that the child should understand not only the meaning of it and also how to use that word in different contexts. Or if the word is used in different contexts, to derive the meaning of derive the right meaning of that word based on the context.
So you prefer the sentence where the word is used, how we use them.
Okay, that's why I'm not revealing everything in the beginning. I'll give you one example here. There is a very small word called short, S-H-O-T, short. How many times you have listened this word? Every day we listen, right? Yeah, very good. Very good example. Super. That is one. Short dad. Are you watching shorts every day? YouTube shorts, Facebook shorts. Huh? Every time, whenever we get listen. So a small video clip is called short. Okay? And my husband takes shots. Small quantity of SHOT. Short is tiny. Length. Not shorts, shorts. Check it once. No, it should be shorts. Let me check it again. Okay? But this is shorts. This is shorts. And one more shot. I take my insulin shot twice a day. A small quantity of injection, which is taken on regular basis, not occasionally. If it is taken on regular basis only, we call it as a shot. Now, ma'am said 1, I said 2, for example. But does all these 3 scenarios have the same meaning? Same word, same pronunciation, same spelling. But 3 scenarios had an entire different meanings. This is the beauty of learning English into contextual understanding method. That is where it comes examples and all these things. And that is where we have incorporated these words into the passage in such a way that it may not be the direct meaning of the word, but the student should be capable enough to understand the meaning based on the passage. So here in this vocabulary, we have 2 categories of the words. We have 2 categories of the words. The first category of the words are grade appropriated, age appropriated across the subjects. That means there are words, keywords taken from English, science, social, math, every subject other than Hindi and Telugu. Okay? Second category is the passage based words. As I told you, go learn vocabulary related to the passage and then only the passage is unlocked. So these passages words are directly linked with the passage. So until and unless these words are learnt here in the vocabulary journey, those passages will be kept locked. So that is the logic. Okay? And now how the learning process happens here. Now if you take one word here, we have provided 3 accents.
Clearly.
Indian,
Clearly. Clearly.
UK. Okay, but you know that. Why Indian? You know that the child is supposed to learn in UK because we follow UK English. Then why Indian is provided? Yeah, to relate the word. To relate with the word, because Indian is something that very familiar to the student. They are listening it in and out. Maybe we are teachers using the mother tongue, like mother tongue influenced English in the classrooms, and maybe at home or in the market, wherever they go, they will be listening in Indian accent only. So to connect with that word and make the child familiar with that word, the Indian was provided. But US is an additional advantage. Platform doesn't take US accent. Yeah, yes. It is only added there because if the student wants to learn, they can learn. We have provided just a privilege to learn here, that's it. Because it is very difficult for our Indian students to get the access to such kind of things. So we have provided. If you want to encourage your children, encourage it. But on the platform, test will happen based on the UK only. There is no other go. Okay? So like that, what we suggest is that listen and practice. Clearly. Like that, they need to practice with the system because this is something that new for us. For us in the sense students. Because they will rarely listen to this accent. But what our students will do, shrewd enough and then impatient, directly they will go there. Okay? They don't listen this. They don't even listen this. After listening, seeing that word itself, I know this clearly. R is so predominant in our Indian accent. Right? Clearly. And they will go here text. And the platform says that try again, retry. But they don't understand. Even it happened with me. I did the same mistake. They don't understand, but still persist on that and saying that I am pronouncing correctly only, but this platform is not taking. As we have discussed, there are so many parameters when it comes to pronunciation. If that goes 19-20 idhar udhar, Even then it will not accept the correct pronunciation. So what the practice has to be, if it says that retry, better to come back here, go there, click it, listen it, practice it, repeat that way. So that is what happening in the lab when we have visited there. They were not even minding anything, directly word open, test. Now how to take this test? As it is a digital product, there is no teacher sitting there and listening and correcting right now. So the AI is the one who is taking the assessment. So the child has to keep it a record. So in order to that, as soon as you click on here, there will be a microphone. Quite a simple thing. Click on the microphone, wait until it turns into red color and say this word. This fan is, I don't think that it is. Hello, while listening to I'll go cancel. Clearly. Okay. So what I said, R loud as Indian. It is asking me to retry. The bar will turn into 3 color. If you correctly pronounce, it will turn into green color. If your percentage is like in transitional level, it will turn into cream color. If your emergent level pronunciation, it will turn into red color. By seeing that also we can, I did it no already. That is why it is asking me to retry. So I have pronounced it in Indian. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know this UK one. Huh? Huh. So they can try as many times as possible. There is no stop. Until if at all I want to learn the correct pronunciation, I can keep learning it as many times as possible. I will try few more times. I don't know whether I'll correctly pronounce or not. This is very difficult for me. Purposefully doing it now, we'll get caught up. So when it appears like that, the student can cancel. Then come back here, listen clearly, right? That R she swallowed, but I cannot swallow. I don't know what I'm going to do. Okay. Clearly. See, that R swallow, that is one simple understand. For me, it is that understanding. Because I am very persistent on pronouncing my R. So immediately it caught my eye. So I need not, I should not. So this is the result. And this proficiency is only 80%. We are not expecting the student should pronounce 100% accurately. Not possible, no? Just now we have started. How can we expect that 100%? Then everybody will fail. Retry, and they will lose the motivation and they will start, Madam, I don't want to learn RCA. I have RCA period. I don't want to go there. Isn't it? Our ultimate goal will go in vain. Right? Now, if you click on continue, what I got? Because I have completed the test within 2 attempts. If I take one more attempt, I would have fallen into silver coin. Okay, this is how you can practice. Now, for example, I am an impatient student. 2 times I tried, but it said me to retry. 4th time also I tried. Retry. 5th time, 6th time I tried. It is saying retry. I got fed up. More than that, my patient is not allowing me to do it. Children are like that. They don't have, because they were, their world is so fast, just like scrolling. They don't have patience to do it. So what we have observed, last time it was like unlimited. Until you pronounce correctly only, the word is not moving forward. They cannot move for the next word. But after observing this, we were compelled to put another loophole over there. So once you complete, like after 6 times of incorrect attempts, there will be a provision. Here it will appear as skip word option. Skip word. Remember, they cannot skip learning. They can only skip the test part of it. But For that also they have to try at least 6 times. That is mandatory. After 6 times also, if at all you're not getting, it's okay. Something you have learned now. So maybe next level, if the word repeats, you will get it. So in that way, the skip word option will appear. It is not mandatory. Skip word enabled, so I'm going to skip. No. After skip word enabled also, you can practice and you can still submit the word. And there is a logic here. If you avail skip word option, there is no coin. If at all you take 50 attempts, 100 attempts also and complete the test only, at least you will get bronze coin. But if you skip it, no coin. And also, level 1 and level 2 doesn't have the word test. So no coins for them. Badges will be there, only coins will not be there. Understood? So this is how they are going to learn the vocabulary. Now if you see that, as in the RCA journey, monthly 4 weeks. So here also 4 weeks, but every week will have 5 days. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. Now if you can see that everything is locked here. Everything is locked. That means there is no actual calendar lock here. That means one word, this many words in one day, you have to complete all the words on the same particular day. There is no rule. Because this platform respects the pace of the learner also. If 10 students are sitting here in the same class, all the 10 may not be having the same pace of learning. Some might be quick learners. If the same task is provided to you, me, I might take it 1 hour. But ma'am might take half an hour only. And another might finish it even in 15 minutes. That depending upon our pace of doing the things. So this platform respects even the pace of the learner. So there is no mandate like that all the words should be done in 1 day only. Why? Because besides RCA, they might be having other works also, no? If at all you have provided as home task also, they will be like English home task, math, social science, something will be there. So it will have increase the stress on the student. So I'll just give me 2 seconds, right? So as long as you keep learning, this will be keep unlocked. Now have you seen this? I have completed this word, changed into green color. There is a tick mark and the next word unlocked. So like this, all the words will be unlocked of day 1. Once day 1 is completed, day 2 will be unlocked, as so on. Once after completing all the day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, now here you can see that there is a weekly assessment. There is a weekly assessment. So these two things are not there for level 1 and level 2. Word test is not there. Weekly assessment is not there. And also level 1 and level 2 will have only 4 days vocabulary, not 5 days because of their age. Only 4 days of vocabulary, not 5 days. Clear? And now, so this is how to learn the vocabulary. Now let's go back. As I have done considerable amount of words here, so let us see that whether my, I have one, I'll show you later. Okay, take practice now. Am I? Okay. Okay, right. Okay, so let's take practice. Now click on it. As we have already discussed, see this weekly 2 passages. That means what is the journey of the student? ETP. Very good. Transitional. Super. Weekly 2 passages is transitional. Now all the terms and conditions were provided here. See this? 3 attempts will be provided to achieve the 80% because this is the practice passage, not the test passage. Okay. Now if you just scroll it, it is taking retake assessment. What is your understanding? This student already tried. And second, maybe second or third time also, it could be second or third also, but he failed achieving 80%. That is why it is asking to retake. Otherwise, it will, for the first time, it will appear as take assessment only. Now, if I click on take assessment, as you know that we have the AI to assess. AI cannot assess the live because lakhs of students might be taking the test at the same time. So we need to read and record. Part A is read and record. So based on that recording clip only, that Part A report is generated. Now, are you able to get connected with the reports and all? How the process is going on? Now, how to record? We don't need any kind of equipment or something like that. With inbuilt microphone itself, we can do it. Until and unless if you are practicing desktop like that only, we require the headphones. Laptops or tabs and then mobile phones doesn't require any kinds of additional hardware. Okay, right? How to activate this? Very simple. Click one time, wait until it changed into red color. How I did in the vocabulary part? Then say something, your microphone will automatically activate it. Right? Click. Check. That's it. No need to talk much also. Now every passage will have a default timer. Part A 10 minutes, part B 10 minutes. So why 10 minutes? Because of the length and the vocabulary that was given, it is absolutely measured that if the child has that capability, then they were supposed to complete this passage within the 10 minutes. That is the expectation. Now if you just look at here, however you teach in the classroom. So before you asking your student to read something, what you will be doing? First you will read for them, right? You will read for them and then you will ask that is, Anita, can you read? Stand up and read this passage or something like that. In the same way as you are not there here, we have provided model listening here, but it is provided in the UKX.
My favourite sport is badminton.
Okay.
And in this game,
and why it is provided in UKX? Initially, it will be difficult for our students because we are having this Indian English wala only we are listening. Initially, it is difficult, but we want them to learn perfectly while the learning itself. Why we should learn the wrong pronunciation and everything and then later sit and correct it? For elders it is so difficult to catch this, but for students it is very easy to catch because they are just like water, wherever you pour they can mount. Okay, so please insist them to listen before going to attempt the test. They have to listen and understand the pronunciation and everything correctly. Now if you see that this is a very third standard passage only, so here I have a word underlined. Okay, what is the purpose of this underline? This is like a revision. So these are the words, underlined words are the words that the student learned in the vocabulary journey. If you click here, you will be able to listen to the pronunciation and then the meaning.
A piece of sports equipment used for hitting the ball or shuttlecock in the games of...
This is how you teach now. Before going for the test, will you revise in the class or not? Yeah. So the same way the student can revise everything here. This will enhance, by listening to the pronunciation, will enhance the report of part A. By listening to the meaning again, will enhance the report of part B. So we have provided the model listening and also for the revision purpose underlined words. These two features will not be there for the test passages because that is exam. This is for practice, so they need support. We support them and then we are asking them to submit the test, and that too 3 attempts. Okay. Now if you just scroll it up, once you are ready after listening all these things, and then goes recording the passage. Simple. Once if you click on that, the whole screen will change into recording mode. You can see the wave-like thing when you are speaking. That means it is recording. So simple. But ma'am, please be mindful. Some students, we have seen that part A0 report, na sir. When I went back and just dig a little bit, what I understood is that they are forgetting to press this. They are reading it and directly clicking on submit. Please, yes. So part A is entirely 0. Okay. Maybe sometimes it is by mistake or sometimes it is like to bypass. We don't know. Yeah, now what we have done is that now 80% of the passage has to be read. Otherwise, it will say that read it again. But we can hold it only for 10 minutes time. Not beyond that. So once you inform this thing to students, right? So now still we have 5 and more than nearly 6 minutes of time. Now come here, click here. My favorite sport is badminton, and in this game, we use a racket and a shuttlecock. This game can be played both in singles and doubles and is usually played on courts where a net divides the court into two halves. Before starting the game, the opponents toss a coin and the winner gets to choose who will serve or receive. To serve means to hit the shuttlecock over the net to the opponent's side without the shuttle getting stuck in the net or going out of bounds. To receive means to hit the shuttlecock that has been served. The side that making the opponent miss the shuttle more times wins the game. Click. I have changed some words pronunciation here and there, and I have tried one or two words mispronounced or something like that, because students will obviously do such kind of things. There might be several students that cannot read like this. As it is a demo, I have shown it like this. But all of our children cannot read it. So based on that, they will be able to read and then submit. No additional support. They will read however they can. But now if you see here, mic is missing. Now my audio. So whatever I read, I can listen here. My favorite sport is badminton. Now look here. In this game, we use the racket and the shuttlecock. This game can be played both singles and doubles and is usually played on courts where a net divides the court into two halves. Before starting the game, the opponent toss a coin and the winner gets the choice. Okay. So this is something like that which will enable me to listen to my own reading, so that if I feel bad, like, okay, I have done so many mistakes, then there is a retake option. Click on here. You can retake as many times as possible, but within the 10 minutes. Within that 10 minutes. So it will give a chance to the student that if at all there were mistakes, by mistake, if the child has done, there will be some correction can happen and the student can improve their reading then and there. Now, once I'm happy with that, then I am going to submit. Now, what it is saying, audio file uploaded successfully. Part A completed, go to part B. Now, go to part B, the same passage reappeared with another 10 minutes again. Now, this time 5 MCQs. Now, the beauty of the passage here is that with each question, the passage is repeated. Because during part A, maximum of the children focus might be on the reading only, not on understanding. Very less number of students can focus on understanding. That is why we have provided the passage once again. So that if they get any doubt or any ambiguity, they can refer the passage and can answer, because 5 MCQs, 10 minutes time. Each can consume 2 minutes time also fine. Okay, right, like this they can answer all the questions as randomly I'm selecting. Please don't encourage the students to do that. Now here I have only next option. But when I go to second one, the previous one is also on. As you said, no, I can go back. I can check my answers, review my answers. If I want to correct any answer, I can correct and then go back only and submit. Okay, like this, let me just complete all the, when fifth question came, check this. Next option changed into submit. Now I can take previous, go back, check my answers, correct it, any answer if I want to change, then come back and submit. But submit, if I click, it will ask me again to confirm. Why? Sometimes students might accidentally press on submit, thinking that next. So many students will do that. No, next. Click next, click next, click next. So such students, it will reassure whether you want to submit or not. Then if not, then click on the cross. Then they can go back and do the activity once again. If yes, then submit it. Now check this. Part B completed. Start part A self-evaluation. This is the most beautiful part and very close to my heart. I don't know how many of you have this experience. Being student, I used to run with a question paper back to home. Sit with the books, refer and try to tick all the questions, like how many I have correctly answered and how many incorrect were there. Isn't it? We know the teacher will correct the paper and give, but self-evaluation. If at all you have identified your mistakes like that, I have not repeated those mistakes again in my life. This is the practice that we want to inculcate among the students. Of course, I agree. Initially, they don't understand the value of it. But there is nothing wrong in making a habit first. Once they inculcate this habit, maybe once they are growing grade by grade, they'll understand the value of it. Now click on take self-evaluation. You can have the same recording clip here again, but here there is no timer. So I can listen to my recording. Again, I can manage the speed also. Okay, what I suggest is that here the student should go with the speed so that I understand my own mistake. Okay, so once this is done, once the listening is done, I want them to listen 2-3 times also because there is no timer. Listen slowly, aramly, and then come back here and answer these 3 parameters. Same again, whatever the parameters that part A is getting assessed, same punctuation. So in terms of punctuation, how is my reading? Pronunciation, how is my reading? In terms of rhythm and intonation, whether I followed the punctuation marks or not, whether my reading is flat, and in terms of fluency, that how fast I read, how many words I might have read, because they know every number they can see in the reports. Based on that, if you want me to take this test, maybe pronunciation I will take as transitional. I am not so perfect. When it comes to rhythm and intonation, I have seen that I have not followed any punctuation mark. My reading was so flat, no commas, no full stop. So I'll take it as emergent. Maybe fluency I read little faster only, so I'll go with proficient. It is my understanding about my reading. I don't know about teacher. Whatever she feels that assess. But this is my understanding, which is more important, no? I feel that I am here. It can be true or it cannot be. After this, if you look at your report, then you will understand whether your assessment is matching with that or not. So try to inculcate it as a habit, but not like when I was in the lab, when you were having lunch. I have seen the students like, after coming here, no listening, nothing, going there, tick, 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 and submit. Please don't encourage. Let them read and then go and submit. You come back to your home page again. That means your assessment got submitted. Now the number changed to 2 by 8. Now if you want to look at the reports, go here, check the report entirely. Okay, so this is how the students are going to learn. Now ask me questions. Yes. Grammar skills will come once they complete these levels, and then the grammar will be incorporated. Automatic upgradation will happen. So this is the basic part. So now here I want you to understand one important thing. When I am saying it is RCA, we are not only focusing on reading and comprehension. Have you observed that? There is L.
Especially if you're teaching grammar also, if you read so many passages, they will learn some grammar because it will come, I am a boy. So they will learn. We are not teaching grammar.
Yes. Indirectly, they will be able to, focus on the grammar part also, because as much as they kept reading, automatically their grammar will be get rid of it. Those mistakes, those repeated mistakes.
Not now. They will say, they said, now no.
Yes.
If they practice more reading,
yes, automatically. So even though the product named as RCA Reading Comprehension and Assessment, I can assure you that there is L happening, there is S happening, and R is happening. Only the writing part is missing here, because writing part, if we want to incorporate, there is a separate tools for writing and all. We have an utter product.
How will you be creative? If we have this RCA, I know we can work on this, so I asked all of them, how will you be creative writing?
Okay, great. Right, so that is also on the way. Writing skills also are going to get incorporated in the next version. Let us keep it aside for time being. The major focus is also on the communication. People might be thinking that spoken is different and then reading is different. I don't consider speaking. I consider communication. Because speaking and communication, there is a lot of variation. What we call it as speaking. One person is enough to speak. But to communicate, we need two people. Right? We need to understand the other person, the pace, the vocabulary and everything, and then only you are a good communicator. So RCA allows you to do it because it is strengthening your vocabulary. That is the first important thing. And it is not allowing you to by heart. So you are learning vocabulary in a quite practical way, isn't it? So when your vocabulary bank is increasing every day, day by day, then obviously your communication skills also will get better, isn't it? So communication is everything these days.